The Newshour Special Edition.
Hello, good evening. Thank you very much for joining us here on Times Now. This is the Newshour Special Edition this Saturday evening, and I'm Hina Gambhir. Viewers, Congress Party has been left embarrassed once again. 2 days ago, Congress Party had claimed that Pakistan's Army Chief Field Marshal Asim Munir had been invited to United States of America to attend its Army Day celebrations. It was Congress General Secretary Jairam Ramesh who had made the claim on social media platform X, questioning Modi government's foreign policy. He wrote that Munir being invited to United States of America is a big blow for India from diplomatic as well as strategic point of view. But the claim has been refuted by the White House itself. A White House official has been quoted by multiple news reports and by BJP as well as saying that it is a fake news, a false news, and that no invitation was extended to any foreign military leader. Congress Party has come under fire by the BJP over the fake claim. But let's first listen in to what Mr. Jairam Ramesh had said on 12th of June.
Asim Munir, whose statements and the Pahalgam terror attacks are directly linked with each other. He gets a special invitation for the US Army Day. What is the US up to? These are warnings, these are challenges. We have to sit together. We have to have a collective response. And how is that coming about? It will come only through all-party meetings. It will come only through parliament sessions.
Now, the BJP viewers also cited the White House fact check to slam the Congress Party, saying it has once again surrendered to fake news in order to spread Pakistani propaganda. BJP asked, why does Congress always spread fake news that favors Pakistan? Left red-faced, Congress said it is a welcome step if White House has clarified on the matter.
कांग्रेस पार्टी ने फिर से फेक न्यूज के सामने सरेंडर कर दिया है। कांग्रेस पार्टी ने जयराम रमेश ने कहा कि पाकिस्तान को आसिम मुनीर को अमेरिका के सेना दिवस के कार्यक्रम में स्पेशल इनवाइट भेजा गया है। वॉशिंगटन ने अभी क्लियर किया है कि ऐसा कोई इनवाइट नहीं भेजा गया है, खास करके आसिम मुनीर को।
कांग्रेस पार्टी को लगता है पाकिस्तान ने सुपारी दे दी है कि भारत के हितों का बिल्कुल जितना नुकसान कर सकते हो करो, और अभी अमेरिका ने ही पुष्टि कर दी कि किसी भी फॉरेन मिलिट्री लीडर को नहीं बुलाया गया है। I mean, what kind of a party this party is, who believes in running the narrative of Pakistan?
White House has denied regarding extending invitation to Munir, Field Marshal of Pakistan, is a right step.
Now, viewers, this is not the first time Congress's fakery has been exposed. Just a while ago, Congress had claimed that UPI transactions above 3,000 rupees will now be taxed, or MDR is going to be brought back by the government. Ministry of Finance dismissed the claim as false, baseless, as well as misleading. Remember, during Operation Sindoor, Congress leaders claimed that External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar informed Pakistan in advance about the attack. MEA refuted the claim and called it utter misrepresentation of facts. Congress's Jairam Ramesh had claimed that Prime Minister Modi won't be going for G7 summit in Canada, but the fact is that he has been invited by the Canadian Prime Minister. Congress's claim was that he was not even invited. Then there was a claim that Saudi Arabia has suspended visas for 14 nations, including India. Now, that also turned out to be fake, with the MEA stating that no such notification has been issued by the Saudi government. So the question really is that why is Congress Party using these fake claims to spread the narratives that suit Pakistan specifically? And that's the question that even the BJP has asked. And joining me on this debate tonight are my guests. We have Shehzad Poonawala, national spokesperson of the BJP, joining me here in the studios. We have Tushar Gupta, who is a political analyst. Ashwini Kumar Mishra, leader of the Congress Party. Advocate Anmol Pawar, who is national spokesperson of the Aadmi Party. Good evening to all of you, gentlemen. Thank you very much for speaking with us here on Times Now. Ashwini Kumar Mishra, I want to ask you, what's the rush? Is it desperation to target the Prime Minister, to target the centre, or something else?
Hina, it is not a fake news. Moreover, it is reported by multiple media channels NDTV, India Today, even Times of India has reported that Munir is invited for Army Day celebration. And the America's denial is only about Army Day's parade, not the entire Army Day celebration.
No. 1 second. Mishra ji, the denial is about an invitation to Asim Munir. Let me just clarify. Since you only rely on fake news, so I think I should clarify and tell our viewers what the story is.
The denial is Asim Munir is not invited. Asim Munir is not invited for a parade, only parade, not the entire celebration. They have not told that he is not invited for the entire celebration.
Okay.
He is not invited only for the parade, that Army Day parade. Categorically, they said this.
Okay.
So, and this news was not just reported by Congress party, it was reported by multiple media outlets. NDTV, even your affiliated media outlets reported the same news. So let's not tag it false. If America is clarifying this, that's a welcome move. Having said that, America has multiple times significantly damaged India's reputation and supported Pakistan on multiple occasions. And that's a total failure of our diplomatic relation with America. And we should really introspect that. There's nothing.
Shehzad, how will you like to respond to what Mr. Ashwini Kumar Mishra has said?
Congress is more bewafa than some people would say than Sonam also, because Pakistan ka gungan, Sena ka apman, yahi Congress ki pehchan. Let me exhibit 8 specimens. Specimen 1, US has invited Asim Munir. Failure of Indian policy. This was said by Jairam Ramesh and Supriya Srinath. Specimen 2, G7 not invited, policy failed, given by Supriya Srinath statement. Specimen 3, Maldives policy failed. Muizu pooch nahi raha. Muizu has said India is the closest ally. In fact, Katrina Kaif has been made the brand ambassador. Specimen 4, lied about Rafale. Supreme Court ने फटकार लगाई थी. Specimen 5, surgical strike, Balakot strike में कुछ नहीं हुआ. चील कौवे मरे. DGMO fact check them. Specimen 6, Trump ने mediation किया. DGMO MEA के बाद शशि थरूर fact check them. Specimen 7, ceasefire कर दिया. कांग्रेस MP मनीष तिवारी fact check them. Specimen 8, रशिया पाकिस्तान का MOU हुआ था. ये तो शायद अश्विनी जी ने खुद ने कोट कर दिया था कि एक ट्वीट डिबेट में. दैट ऑल्सो हैज बीन फैक्ट चेक बाय द रशियन अथॉरिटीज. नाउ इतना झूठ इंडस्ट्रियल स्केल का कांग्रेस बोलती क्यों है? इट हैज बीन सेड ऑन द टाइम व्हेन शाहबाज शरीफ हैज आल्सो फोर्स्ड टू बी एक्नॉलेज दैट लुक, Operation Sindoor really hurt us. And you remember what was the narrative given by Rahul Gandhi then? That Operation Sindoor was surrender. Operation Sindoor was chutput. Operation Sindoor was failure. So this entire Pakistan Parast narrative has been the Congress's pehchan or DNA for a very long period of time. And last 10 seconds I will take. Who was the one who said that 26/11 was done by Hindutva forces? Even today it is their stand and they gave Pakistan a clean sheet? Congress. Who said Pahalgam was done by Hindutva? Congress. Who mocked the Sena before the Operation Sindoor started? Congress. Ajay Rai and Channi ji. Who said that Operation Sindoor was show off? Congress. Who is belittling the Kutnitik strike? Congress, who compared the parliamentarians to terrorists. So the entire agenda is that Pakistan should be given space in international forum and should be seen to be as a very strong opponent, and India should be shown as weak because they can't stand Modi. They hate India. That is the problem.
Is hatred for Modi the reason behind this desperation, Mr. Ashwini Kumar Mishra, before I go across to my other guests?
I think Shahjad should stop spreading fake news in this debate itself. There are a lot of fake news is spread in this debate itself. And
for example?
I'll just quote one by one. We 26/11, we never quoted it is an Hindu terrorist. The Malegaon blast had happened that point of time, and we gave a reference to that. Even the Pahalgaon, we said those terrorists came and killed in the name of religion because they know how to divide India in the name of religion, the kind of communal politics happening in India, and they were very much right. Right after the Pahalgaon attack, we look at how vultures were tearing apart that woman. Her husband died in that Pahalgaon attack. So India had been divided on communal lines since 2014 in a very specific manner. I want to quote that.
Okay.
That was what we pointed out. India always been a secular country. India will always remain secular country. You cannot on communal lines in spite of spreading all the sort of fake news.
Okay, but you still haven't really answered the key question.
And,
that is
he has
this.
made an
I'll give you time to respond, Shahzad. Despite that, Mr. Mishra, you have not really responded to the key question. That is this hatred for Prime Minister Modi that's leading to this kind of desperation that now Congress is picking up. The top netas are picking up fake news to target the government and eventually getting fact-checked, as mentioned by the BJP. Shahzad, quick response.
20 seconds, because somebody like Tushar is also here. He would also remember that immediately after 26/11, it was a book that was released that this was a Hindu RSS ki sajish. It was also Mr. Tukaram Omde who caught Kasab alive, because of which the Kalava trick did not work. And in fact, 6 months ago, Vijay Wadattiwar said that Mr. Karkare was not killed by the Kasab or Pakistanis, but by Hindu policemen. He has said that on record. Till date, no Congress leader has come out and condemned it. So Ashwini Mishra ji, I know my facts. Now you please tell me that why did you say G7 ka invite nahi mila? Supriya Shinath mocked India. Please apologize for her. Did she not? Should I read out a tweet?
We did not get G7 invite initially. It came later after a lot of escalations and a lot of political pressure. It was initially.
Oh, so we have so much pressure on Canada and G7.
No,
Arre Modi ji kitne strong hai bhai.
Their own audience, their own people has pressurized them, and moreover, they
Canadian people pressurize Canada that Bharat ko bulao. Modi ji ka jai jaikar hona chahiye. Modi ji is so popular in Canada also. Batao Modi ji ka India mein election Canada mein bhi jeet jayenge BJP wale.
You can live in that dream.
Thank you, sir.
And by the way, Mr. Mishra. Okay. By the way, Mr. Mishra, there was another news just a couple of days ago, 2-3 days ago only, where a fake news was quoted by Congress again to target the center, because that news was fact-checked by Ministry of Finance, and Congress party had said that the government is bringing tax back on UPI transactions above 3,000. There was a Vasuli charge that was leveled by the Congress. Even that was fact-checked. Anyways, I want to now move on and talk to Advocate Anmol Panwar. What does it make you feel how fake news is being used by the Congress party to target the center? You are an ally of the Congress party, at least in the INDIA bloc. Last time I checked, Congress as well as Aam Aadmi party continue to be part of this INDIA bloc. So how does it really make you feel? Do you not think that it's embarrassing for a party like a grand old party to criticize the government based on fake news?
Good evening, Hina ji. Hina ji, let me make it very clear, and I think I have said it earlier as well, that Aam Aadmi Party is not part of the India Alliance. That was for Lok Sabha elections. Secondly, Congress leaders speak only in ways that politically benefit BJP, and in return, Modi ji ensures that the Gandhi family never faces jail time. It's a scripted political drama. This so-called rivalry between the Congress and BJP is only for public consumption. Behind the scenes, they support each other. In Punjab, we saw that how BJP leader made a desperate appeal कि भाई चाहे किसी को भी वोट दे देना, लेकिन आम आदमी पार्टी को वोट मत देना. Deplorable statements made by Congress leaders like ये छुटपुट वॉर है, युद्ध तो हुआ ही नहीं, ये तो वीडियो गेम है, केवल 2-4 विमान गिरे. All of these are an attempt to deflect the nation's attention from real questions. Bharatiya Janata Party, the nation knows that BJP won't be able to answer कि वो 4 आतंकवादी क्यों नहीं पकड़े गए.
Right. I think we've got some problem with the connection out there. But Tushar, how will you like to respond to these kind of comments that come when specific questions are asked? Because eventually the kind of statements that are being used to target the center, a lot of them are turning out to be fake.
Good evening, Hina. Always a pleasure to be on your show. Now, point number one, Asim Munir, that fake marshal, is not the enemy of BJP. He's not the enemy of Prime Minister Narendra Modi or Shehzad Poonawala or Tushar Gupta. He's the enemy of every single Indian. So as Indians, as the grand old party, if General Asim Munir is being hosted by the Americans, it should come to the Congress as a failure of American diplomacy, not Indian diplomacy. Think about this, Hina. A well-meaning Indian would feel angry on Americans that they're quoting a Pakistani, one that backs terrorists, one that backs terror on Indian soil. But in this case, the Congress is saying, no, If the Americans are quoting Pakistani terrorists, that's a Modi problem. So probably they expect Modi to fix it as well. Point number two, I heard someone about scripted drama, something between BJP and the Congress. One should remember that BJP and Congress do not become best friends when they fight a Lok Sabha election or a state assembly election, and then they become sworn enemies when the election changes. That's more like the Aam Aadmi Party strategy. Point number three, Mishra ji here said that there is a lot of fake news going on and a lot of portals publish it. Sir, as the leader of your own party, you know, your leader goes around town saying we have to fight fake news, institutions are under control. You know, Hina, allow me to be a little poetic since it's the weekend. You know, I look at the trinity of the Congress, the P, the J, the S. Together I call them PJS. Pawan, Jairam and Supriya. You know, they look to me like three of them dangling by a thread, hoping for that little fiber that makes them hang by the bridge so that they do not fall. So every little ray of hope they get in the fake news against the Prime Minister, they cling on to it. They desperately cling on to it, all three of them. And then 24 hours they're tweeting about it. You look at the G7. Had the Prime Minister not gotten invited, it should have been an Indian problem, not a BJP problem. Is Asim Munir is going to America, it should be an Indian problem, not a BJP problem. But Congress, in their disdain, in their desperate hate for the Prime Minister, have confused nationalism, have confused politics, and they really do not understand what is it to be a bipartisan Indian anymore. They really do not understand that there are some issues where Pakistan won't care for their political ideology. Hina, let me put this to you in a very crude manner. When the terrorists will come on Indian soil, and if they come, either they'll be shot dead. But if, God forbid, something like Pahalgam happens, they don't care for your political ideology. Asim Munir's enemy is every single Indian. But Congress doesn't get that. That clarity is missing from the Congress because what they're doing, they're dangling by a thread. Desperate to save themselves. They want to attack the Prime Minister. That's more important to them today than being a well-meaning Indian.
Okay, Ashwini Kumar Mishra, is it about political survival for the Congress party? That's why this kind of desperation, that's why such statements are being made that are actually amplifying Pakistan's narrative. Because whatever Congress leaders are saying here in India, the statements which are against the country around Operation Sindoor, they have gone viral in Pakistan, something that Pakistan has been repeatedly using, to spread anti-India narrative. Is that the reason, Ashwini Kumar Mishra?
I don't know, Hina, what kind of feeds our friend Tushar Gupta is following, because what I believe is this is of a national interest that we ask hard question to the government, the question which can compromise our national interest and national sovereignty.
You're using fake news, Ashwini Kumar Mishra.
Let me
Opposition has got a responsibility in a democracy to ask questions of the government. And we expect a responsible opposition in the country. But unfortunately, fake news is being used. And that's the reason why we are raising these questions today. Is it a question of political survival for the grand old party that we are seeing this kind of desperation, that now fake news is being used to target the center? What about the real issues?
We are asking question about real issues only. We are asking question which is of importance of national security and national sovereignty. When we ask question that what happened to those 4 terrorists, is it not an important question and not an important question for national security? When we ask a question that why enough measures were not taken right after Operation Sindoor and 16 people died in Poonch, is this not an important question for national interest? When we ask that why Trump has insulted
but then simultaneously, why are you amplifying Pakistan's propaganda? Shehzad wants to respond, then Tushar Gupta.
That is how you...
Ashwini ji, if I may, I heard you out.
Yes, please.
जो हमारे जवानों को अरुणाचल प्रदेश में पीट रहे हैं, जो हमारे जवानों को अरुणाचल प्रदेश में पीट रहे हैं.
Rahul Gandhi has been charged by the Allahabad High Court for this statement. Did the Chinese soldiers beat up our soldiers in Arunachal? Fake news or correct news? Congress and fake news are like Siamese twins. They cannot be separated. They are गरीबी हटाओ कब से fake news फैला रहे? हटाई क्या? ये तो मोदी जी आए तो हटाने लगे. अच्छा सुनिए ना अश्विनी जी, मैंने आपके बीच में नहीं बोला. दूसरे हमारे फ्रेंड पवार साहब, you know 1 year ago you all were coming on the debate. You and Ashwini used to sing हम साथ साथ है. Today you are singing हम आपके है कौन. अरे आपका कैसे भरोसा करे? आपने 2013 में सपोर्ट ले लिया, 24 में चुनाव लड़ लिया और वो कांग्रेस को हमारे झोले में डाल रहे हो। भाई कांग्रेस आप ही के साथ थी, पहली बार सपोर्ट आपने लिया था और आपने जितना फेक न्यूज फैलाया, भगवंत मान जी जिनके बारे में मैं कोई अपशब्द नहीं बोलता, भाजपा जी क्या बोलते हैं आप चेक कर लेना, भगवंत मान जी तो फेक न्यूज का भरोसा करके कि घर घर सिंदूर बांटा जा रहा है, ही सेड वन नेशन वन हस्बैंड ऑन सिंदूर, एंड यू आर कमिंग एंड गिविंग अस लेक्चर। जो बालाकोट और सर्जिकल स्ट्राइक पे ऐसा फेक न्यूज फैलाया केजरीवाल ने कि पाकिस्तान की मीडिया में छप गए, और वो लोकपाल वाली फेक न्यूज पे क्या जवाब है भाई? पंजाब में आ गया लोकपाल या दिल्ली में आया था लोकपाल आपका? आप और कांग्रेस कंपीट कि कौन ज्यादा फेक न्यूज फैलाएगा। यू ऑल आर इन कॉम्पिटिशन विद ईच अदर।
Advocate Anmol, how will you like to respond?
Can I come in, Hina ji?
Yes.
Hina ji, because my audio connection was down, I wanted to ask Shehzad bhai, ये कहते हैं भारतीय जनता पार्टी बहुत बड़ी राष्ट्रवादी पार्टी है, सेना के सम्मान में है। आपके मिनिस्टर विजय शाह ने कहा कि कर्नल सोफिया आतंकवादी की बहन है। आपके एमपी ने कहा कि उन माताओं बहनों में वीरांगना का भाव नहीं था। जगदीश देवड़ा बीजेपी के डिप्टी सीएम ने कहा कि सेना मोदी जी के चरणों में नतमस्तक है, और आपके विधायक पठानिया जी ने कहा कि सेना नालायक है। आप हाँ या ना में जवाब दीजिए, क्या आप उन्हें पार्टी से बाहर निकालेंगे या नहीं? हाँ या ना?
ये आपके सवाल का जवाब, ये आपके सवाल का जवाब बीजेपी। एक सेकंड, एडवोकेट अनमोल, पहले भी मैंने आपसे एक डायरेक्ट सवाल पूछा था। नाउ ऑल्सो सम स्पेसिफिक पॉइंट्स हैव बीन रेज्ड, बट यू डोंट वांट टू आंसर दोस क्वेश्चंस।
10 seconds. Let him answer.
No, but first you respond to the question. One second, we are discussing something important here. We are discussing how fake news is being used by netas. Is it about political survival?
Isn't it important?
No. 1 second. Should we not continue with what we?
Army not important?
1 second, Advocate Anmol. There are 50,000 things that are important, but there is a specific subject that we are discussing this evening. Can we talk about it? Can that be dismissed?
सबसे पहले सेना का सम्मान.
Can that be dismissed? Advocate Anmol, I asked you a specific question earlier also.
जो पोस्टर, हिना जी उन्हें जवाब देने दो ना, आप क्यों वो जवाब देने में
डिबेट मैं मॉडरेट कर रही हूँ। I am the one who is going to ask questions. I am going to be the one asking questions here. आप अगर अपना शो आपका है तो आप डिबेट में उनसे पूछिएगा सवाल, लेकिन यहाँ पर आप मेरे गेस्ट हैं तो इट्स माय राइट टू आस्क यू क्वेश्चंस इफ यू डोंट हैव एन आंसर, because this is not a platform for you to have a political fight on something else.
मैं जवाब दे देता हूँ इनको satisfy।
But allow him to respond to what I've asked specifically.
पहले ले
Advocate Anmol Power, बताइए आप पहले।
हाँ ठीक है, आप अपना बोल लीजिए, फिर मैं जवाब देता हूँ। आप पहले बोल तो लीजिए, वरना आपको बोला जाएगा कि आपको बोलने का मौका नहीं मिला, आप ब्लैकमेल करेंगे। बोल दीजिए, जो भरा पड़ा है सब निकाल दीजिए।
ये पोस्टर बॉय की बात कर रहे थे, ये पोस्टर बॉय की बात कर रहे थे पाकिस्तान मीडिया में। एस जयशंकर बने हुए थे पोस्टर बॉय आपके। एंड एज फार एज वन नेशन वन हस्बैंड जो आप बता रहे हैं भगवंत मान जी का, नेशनल डेलीज ने छापा था, आपने भी पढ़ा होगा। अब बस एक छोटा सा सवाल है, आप बड़े समझदार हैं, बड़े ज्ञानी हैं, बड़ी तैयारी के साथ आते हैं। हाँ या ना में ये बताएं कि उन नेताओं को पार्टी से बाहर का रास्ता दिखाएंगे या नहीं? सेना का सम्मान जरूरी है या राजनीति जरूरी है?
अब मैं जवाब दूंगा।
Response and I'll go across to Tushar Gupta. Okay, quick response, Shehzad.
हिम्मत रखना पड़ेगा आपको और बीच में टोकना नहीं है। हाँ, उन पर कड़ी से कड़ी कार्रवाई। सुनिए, डोंट इंटरप्ट नाउ। अभी देखिए, इंटरप्ट करोगे तो फिर प्रॉब्लम होगी। हाँ, उन पर वही कार्रवाई होनी चाहिए जो केजरीवाल पर होनी चाहिए, जिन्होंने कहा कि सर्जिकल स्ट्राइक फेक था। बताइए आप साथ में कि नहीं?
झूठ एकदम
झूठ। ये लेकर आया हूं मैं। पाकिस्तान मीडिया हेल्स दिल्ली सीएम केजरीवाल एज अ हीरो एज ही सॉट प्रूफ फॉर सर्जिकल स्ट्राइक। अब देखो, अरे मत एक्सप्लोड नहीं होना। डोंट एक्सप्लोड। पवार जी पर्सनल हो गया। सॉरी पवार जी, मैंने आपके बहुत
राष्ट्रवादी
पेनफुल एरिया में टच कर दिया।
सेना का सम्मान आपके लिए बहुत जरूरी है, बाहर का
Okay, now both of you please calm down. I have to go across to Tushar Gupta as well. He's been waiting patiently for quite some time. Coming back to the subject that we are discussing this evening, Tushar, does it not undermine the credibility of the opposition as well in this country? I mean, what do you have to say?
Well, Hina, you cannot undermine something that's already at zero. the credibility of the opposition today is at a golden zero. Now, Mishra ji here said that the opposition should ask questions of national importance. He's full of energy and he wants to ask questions. Fine with it. Mishra ji, आप ये बताइए, क्या कांग्रेस का एक भी ट्वीट अमेरिका के खिलाफ है कि अमेरिका की ये पॉलिसी गलत है that they are quoting Asim Munir of Pakistan? क्या कांग्रेस की तरफ से एक भी ऐसा ट्वीट आया कि कनाडा की एक पॉलिसी गलत है that they are not hosting the fourth largest economy of the world? क्या कांग्रेस की तरफ से आज तक एक भी ऐसा ट्वीट आया कनाडा के खिलाफ जहां पर प्रोसेशन निकाले जाते हैं जब भारत की पूर्व प्रधानमंत्री के कैरिकेचर्स होते हैं और लोग उन पे गोलियां दाग रहे होते हैं? आपने भी देखे होंगे, मैंने भी देखे, वो हमारी प्रधानमंत्री थी। हम फर्क नहीं करते कि कांग्रेस की प्रधानमंत्री है और भाजपा की प्रधानमंत्री है। द प्राइम मिनिस्टर इज ऑफ अ नेशन, सर, नॉट ऑफ अ पार्टी। होल्ड ऑन, लेट मी आस्क यू, yesterday again Pawan Khera and Jairam Ramesh were tweeting about how the Israelis have used an incorrect map of India, and you were right about it. However, the Israelis, way before you put out your tweets, had clarified that this is just an illustration. We do not take it as the actual representation of the map of India. They had issued a clarification hours before your leaders made the tweet. But your leaders had to make the tweet because they wanted to use that map, of which a clarification had been issued by the Israelis on Twitter to attack the Prime Minister. आपके लीडरों ने इजरायलियों से सवाल नहीं किया कि भैया भारत का मैप गलत क्यों है? आपने कहा देखिए मोदी जी की फॉरेन पॉलिसी फेल हो गई, हम तो इजराइल के साथ है और इजराइल तो हमारा मैप गलत लगा रहा है। इजराइल ने क्लैरिफाई कर दिया। कांग्रेस अभी भी इंटरनेट एक्सप्लोरर की तरह 10 दिन पीछे ही चल रही है।
ओके, अश्विनी कुमार मिश्रा, प्लीज रिस्पॉन्ड।
Tushar ji, do you suggest that we should run foreign policies of our country and not the Bharatiya Janata Party who's in government? Do you suggest that we should start ideating on what should be the response to the nation, other nations on our foreign policy? We will very much be doing that after 2029. We'll very much be doing that after 2029 when we'll in the power. Right now, it is BJP's responsibility. It is a BJP's government to decide on foreign policies and respond to all those who are questioning or who are condemning India's stance, and that we expect from our Prime Minister. You very well said, he's my Prime Minister as well, and it hurts when someone do a mockery of our nation and mockery of our Prime Minister. Sajjad, you played a video. Let me also play a small 10-second video.
You keep playing videos. You play for Rahul Gandhi, Baba. You play a nice video. I believe he's not in the country. Wherever he is, you play a video for him. You play wherever he is a video, you play for him in his tribute. Now let me make my point. हाँ, आप वीडियो चलाते रहो। हाँ, आप अपना शाहबाज शरीफ का वीडियो अकेले देखो, मुझे क्यों दिखा रहे हो? शाहबाज शरीफ का वीडियो अकेले देखो। अच्छा, now see, they said that it is BJP's job to run foreign policy. Sir, Mishra ji, Ashwini ji, please sir, please don't have meltdown on TV, sir. अच्छा नहीं लगता, already सुप्रिया श्रीनेता जाडो। Sir, आराम से। ऐसा है, they said it's our job to run foreign policy. हर रोज सुबह उठकर विदाउट ब्रशिंग दे से ये रशिया के खिलाफ वोट कर दो और यूक्रेन के साथ खड़े हो जाओ। रशिया के खिलाफ वोट कर दो, रशिया को बुरा भला करो, और फिर उसके बाद पता चला कि रशिया के साथ हम लोगों ने प्रॉपरली डील किया यूक्रेन के साथ, तो S-400 भी आया, तेल भी आया। मनमोहन सिंह एक्नॉलेज दैट डिसीजन ऑफ कांग्रेस वाज रॉन्ग। कभी माफी मांगी आपने मोदी जी से? माफी मांगी कि नहीं मांगी?
Sajjad, isn't that Papa war रुकवादी? You already
अरे यार, आपको छोड़ ही दो ना। आपको सब जगह पापा दिख रहे क्या? आपको सब जगह पापा दिख रहे हैं क्या?
तुमने वॉर रुकवा दी तो तुमको डील करने की जरूरत क्या थी? With one statement you can stop the whole war.
I think we are now moving in a very different direction, and you're just shifting the goalpost, Mr. Ashwini Kumar Mishra, because the point here is that
इनकी पार्टी में क्या है कि पापा मम्मी चाचा चाची भतीजा अंकल आंटी है, तो इनको राष्ट्रीय अध्यक्ष भी देश का पापा लगता है। भाई पापा नहीं होते, वो राष्ट्रीय अध्यक्ष है उनके देश के। आपकी पार्टी मम्मा पापा वाली है, मम्मा पापा वाली पार्टी नहीं होती है। मम्मा पापा से आगे निकलो।
ओके, तुषार गुप्ता, यस
पापा।
You know, Ashwani Mishra is missing the forest for the trees here. I'm not telling him to ideate on foreign policy, though it's the Congress IT cell which keeps claiming 24/7 that Rahul Gandhi is a shadow prime minister. So a shadow prime minister, going by the actual terminology that's used in the British slang, he would understand how a foreign policy actually works. They neither understood how Russia-Ukraine works, what should be our fuel priorities. They did not understand it in 2022. They actually wanted the prime minister to abide by the Western sanctions and stop importing fuel from Russia. Do you realize how badly it would have hit our economy as we were going for a V-shaped recovery after the pandemic? Even now, on the subject of Gaza, which I'm sure we'll come to it later, they do not understand that you cannot just whitewash the crimes of October 7, 2023. So when Mishra ji says कि हम क्यों ideate करें, आप ideate अगर नहीं करना चाहते, तो उस पे फालतू का opinion भी मत दीजिए Twitter पे. If you want to actually present an opinion, at least root it in facts, root it in reality. आपको opinion भी देना है, फिर आपको जब opinion कोई call out कर देता है fake news के लिए, फिर आप कहते हैं अरे हम तो opposition है, हम तो कुछ भी बोल सकते हैं. No, I'm sorry. There needs to be some accountability.
Aren't you then also misleading the public, Ashwini Kumar Mishra, by using fake news again and again, getting fact-checked again and again? A lot of times you've been fact-checked by your own members of parliament, by your own leaders.
What is fake news we spread? I just, in the debate itself, I clarified about the current topic, today's topic as well, that the clarification from America is about just the parade and not the entire celebration. Having said that,
but Mr. Jairam Ramesh was the first one to say that how this is a diplomatic setback. It shows how our foreign policy has failed completely. Didn't Mr. Jairam Ramesh then jump the gun without even knowing what the real news is, what the real situation is? Similar things were said about Prime Minister Modi not getting an invite for G7 summit as well. Did the Congress party not jump the gun? And that is the reason why I asked this question. Is this for political survival? Is this a sign of desperation, or is this the hatred towards the Prime Minister that now Congress party netas and seasoned politicians of the Congress party are now resorting to fake news to target the government? Do you not have anything concrete, anything substantial to target the government? Because we do expect opposition to raise questions, but you're being fact-checked again and again.
Hina ji, it is only for the nation's interest, and it is not countered by America. They just clarify on the invitation part. On the parade itself, I've been telling that again and again, and it is the news which came from multiple media outlets only, including one of the media outlets, which is from your organization.
Okay. Shehzad, closing comments.
Hypocrisy on this show. Ashwini ji started when he said in the first statement that I have relied on falana news organizations. They have said this, so we quoted it. Same news organizations are saying that Army Day के लिए मुनीर को नहीं बुलाया, अमेरिका ने clarify किया. Now they are not willing to believe. Now they are saying we will go by our interpretation. अश्विनी जी, ये हिपोक्रेसी का थैला कहाँ रखा है आपने छुपा के? जरा हमको भी दिखाइए. हर रोज इतना 100 ग्राम हिपोक्रेसी लाकर बैठते कैसे आप डिबेट में? मतलब हाउ कैन यू बी सो हिपोक्रिटिकल? हैव यू लॉस्ट ऑल सेंस ऑफ इंटेग्रिटी?
आप दिखाइए, आपके पास तो बची है ना, आप दिखाइए. अमेरिका ने,
मेरे पास बहुत बची है, हम लोग इसीलिए तीसरी बार सरकार बना रहे हैं और आपको लोग 100 भी नहीं दे रहे.
दिखाइए ना, अमेरिका ने कहाँ क्लैरिफाई किया कि उनको?
नहीं भाई साहब, अमेरिका ने क्लैरिफाई नहीं किया. आप ही सही हो, राहुल गांधी सही है और सोनिया गांधी सही है, बस यही सही है. ठीक है.
You want to believe what America has said. You only want to believe what Donald Trump has said. You don't want to believe what Indian armed forces have said about Operation Sindoor. You don't want to believe what the External Affairs Minister said, what your own member of Parliament also said on foreign soil about third-party mediation, and you want to believe everybody else. So clearly, it raises a question, and BJP has asked whether for the Congress party, it is nation first or politics that comes first. Of course, we'll be tracking the story closely ahead as well. But right now, I'm completely out of time. Shehzad Poonawala, Tushar Gupta, Ashwini Kumar Mishra, Advocate Anmol Panwar. Appreciate all for joining us here on Debate Number 1.